Hi everyone and welcome to this tutorial on AutoCAD Architecture Toolset. Whether you're just getting started or looking to sharpen your design workflows, you are in the right place. Today, we'll explore how specialized toolset can help you work smarter, not harder, from intelligent architectural objects to automate drafting tools tailored for building designs. So let's get right into and see how you can transform your architectural ideas into precise professional CAD drawings.
Welcome to this session, and we'll be looking in detail about AutoCAD Architectural Toolset, its capabilities, how you could improve your efficiency. And let's start with AutoCAD Architecture. Have you ever wanted to automate your floor plan sections and elevations with AutoCAD Toolset? Yes, you can. It also helps you to improve your design efficiency to a greater level. We'll be discussing about this improvements in the upcoming slides. Starting with structural members. Structural members is an object that represents beams, columns in your drawing, but relevant to your AutoCAD architecture, the efficiency that AutoCAD architecture could gain or could give you as a feature on how the complex structures could be, and what are the efficiency on customizing multiple structural designing and giving detail about structural members. We'll be looking about that features also. Multi-view blocks, we are all used to work with multiple blocks, right? So blocks are the greater advantage for the designs, we can say in that words. When we speak of blocks in terms of designing, it has evolved to a greater level. In terms of architecture, we name as multi-view blocks. It actually bridges the gap between 2D and 3D models. It gives a detailed representation on how various parts of various views of a particular part could be given in detail, and we'll also look in detail how it could be created by utilizing AutoCAD architectural toolset. Next one is the room quantities. Room quantities, I believe, it is more effective, or we can say it is an automated method that actually streamlines the design process, which could actually reduce many manual errors. This part of room quantity, there are n number of added advantages by utilizing AutoCAD architecture. We'll be looking in detail about each and every topics that we are discussing here. So starting with AutoCAD architectural toolset that could gain you an overall productivity to around 61%. Using your 3D model to generate elevations and sections without the need of a projecting lines from the floor plans, which actually saves time and freeing up your focus to work on your valuable decision on your designs. Not only to that, it also gives you an access to around 8,000 plus intelligent architectural objects and styles with the features that are designed specifically for the architects. It helps you to create your automatic generation on your floor plans, elevation sections, and ceiling grids, which are more effective on the regular repeated task which we are spending, which most of our designers are spending their valuable time on. Next, in term is the quick place of multiple blocks, or in other words, we can say as walls, doors, and windows, which gives a real world construction appearance for our design. Right, so will be the utilization of AutoCAD architectural toolset among these multiple utilizations are very effective, and most effectively, the AutoCAD architecture gives you as a tool that needs to complete your project much more faster and scale your project pipeline very effectively, boost the architectural designs and drafting productivity in terms of designing, saving your design time, and by utilizing the features and key task automation features that are being enabled.
Do you know about the structural members? Heard of it? Yes. They are the load bearing components. They withstand various forces like gravity, wind, preventing collapse and maintaining building integrity over time.
Structural members are crucial in terms of becoming more of forming the backbone of any structures, ensuring the stability, safety and functionality. We'll be discussing how detailed these structural members are giving crucial for our designs, and how effective is that utilizing structural to your designs are. Starting with the load bearing stability. The load bearing stability, the structural members are the more effective manner. They transfer the loads to the foundation and ensuring the structure remains very stable and upright. Without these structural members, the structure would be unable to support itself and would likely to be collapsed. We'll also look in detail about safety. When in terms of construction or in terms of designing or the real world scenario where safety matters a lot for us. The proper structural design and the use of the appropriate material are essential for ensuring the safety of the occupants and preventing the structural failures. Structural members are also designed to withstand any anticipation load or stress that minimizes the risk of accidents and injuries. Functionality and aesthetics. Obviously, structural members plays a vital role in defining overall layout and functionality of the building. They also incorporate the aesthetics of the designs in building and contributing the overall appearance for our buildings that we are developing in terms of cost effectiveness. In some cases it strengthens the existing structural members can also be more cost effective solutions than completely replacing and reconstructing the structure. By redefining specific areas, it is possible to extend the lifespan of the building to avoid significant expenses that could result in a bigger loss, or in turn uh, taking up a bigger decision on the entire building value. Material consideration. The choice of the material construction or the structural members is crucial, as different materials having varying strength, durability and cost of the purchasing of the materials. Engineers must carefully select the materials that are appropriate for the specific load and the environmental conditions. So considering all these terms and conditions, which makes the structural members more effective for the entire building that has been built up and standing on the field, that gives a real time value for the construction equipments. So the advantages of the structural members. The structural members is a group of properties that have been assigned to it that determines the shape and overall characteristic of a structural member. You can also use the structural member style to represent the standard structural member type or for the specific job, and also drawing of any office standards. When we create or modify the structural member style, the structural members using the style have and characteristic styles are being utilized. So by utilizing AutoCAD architectural toolset, the customizations of the structural members are very easy, and it proves that using or creating a structural member style for a structural member catalog or the structural member wizard, and also dragging them from the structural member onto the tool palette is a very easy of manner. You can also make use of the creating our own structural member style from a custom structural member that cannot create from the catalog or within the wizard window. So obviously AutoCAD architectural toolset is a bigger part of working with the standard libraries, and also there are many added advantages of the customizations. So when we speak of customization in the architects or in terms of construction, while using the structural members, the style from different catalogs are possible, but it has to be in utilized in a different situation. There are cases where customized shapes are being required. Configuration and design rules are to be need for meeting the project requirements. Here are the most important terms that why it has the customization is needed. So why a customization in terms of non-standard shapes? If a structural member requires a unique shape that is not available in the catalog, then or it cannot be created with using the wizard. Yes, we need customization. Specific design rules, when a structural member needs the customized design rules to define its behavior, such varying shapes along its lens or unique material property, yes, customization is required. The unique configuration, when a structural member needs to be a specific configuration that isn't available on the standard option, yes, customization is a bigger part on this part when it is being utilized. Specialized application, in the situation where structural members need to be tailored or unique building types or specialized equipments or unusual load conditions, yes, we need to work on the customization of the entire part or material or based on which we might improve our design efficiency. Benefits on customization: design flexibility. It allows for greater creativity and flexible in terms of architectural and structural members. Optimization performance: customized material can be tailored to specific load conditions and perform requirements and optimizing the structural efficiency. Unique in the aesthetics, yes, we have to look more concern on the aesthetics, which will give a major benefit on the customization of the entire structural styles or different types of structures we are working in. Customization shapes and configurations can be used to achieve a unique aesthetics for your designs as well. So we have seen why of customization is required and the benefit of the customization. And now let's look in detail of how to do the customization in terms of AutoCAD architectural toolset for the entire structural member styles and also managing them. So starting with the customized shape, yes, there are different types of shapes that could be created. Always AutoCAD architectural toolset allows users to create the custom shapes for the structural members. Structural member style, in terms of the users can define customized style with specific shape and dimension, and also the designing rules could be created. Style members, softwares like AutoCAD architectural toolset that uses style members to manage and create the entire customized shape and styles. Yes, it is a bigger advantage for us. Palette. Custom structures, members, styles can be added to tool palettes, and easy access of use of the tool palettes will also improve the efficiency for the designers who are working with different structural appearance or different customized structurals. Now, we have seen the benefits of the customization, and right now, let me take you back on creating the structural members. What are the types of customization structural members could be created? Starting with the single segmented customized structural member. A single segmented member can start and end with the same shape. There are different types of customizations available. One among them is the start and the end shapes are the same. Next, in terms of creating the tapered column, the tapered column, creating your own part of tapered column, or when you also assign different shapes on the single segment member, are adding to the components. By adding those components in a design rule and assigning different shapes to them, to the segments, you can create the structural members overlapping shapes. And yes, there are multiple examples that could be shared upon. For example, you can also create a concrete enclaved shape that is being added and enhancing the steel member to add the component in the steel column and shaping a con- concrete column. Next, in terms of creating multi-segmented customized structural column member, for multi-segmented structural members, you can assign different shapes to each segment of the members as a component of the member. A series of nodes corresponding to each vertex of the member path could be added by assigning different shapes to the segmented between the nodes on the member. There are different shapes along the paths could be created. Custom shapes, in terms of creating custom shapes for structural members, when you create the customized structural member, you can use the shape containing the style that you create from a structural member catalog or structural member style wizard, or you can create your own customized shape that will in turn help to create customized shape. You can only add it to a structural member in the design rule to this structural member style. So there are different types of advantages that could be created. Yes, this will help most of the customization part that could be involved and enhance in the design of architectural designs.
Now we can see what are multi-view blocks and the importance of multi-view blocks in designs. Intelligent objects that displays different views such as plan, elevation, etc. on drawing context. They are mainly used in architectural components such as doors, windows, furnitures in multiple forms. Most importantly, they automate and adjust the representation based on the view directions.
Multi-view blocks, they are a generic view of multi-view blocks could be referred in the tool palette that has been supplied with the feature of AutoCAD Architectural Toolset 2026 version. The stock catalog in this tool, it helps with multiple tool category. So how can you access multiple custom view blocks when it has been defined? For example, a block that you or someone else in your organization is depending on what to do with the blocks after you define it. You can use them for multi-view block definitions to create multiple content in their design center, or create multi-view block tool that you can store in a tool palette or tool category. So what are all the types of blocks that are normally utilized, that could be utilized by multiple designers at the same time? It could start with furnitures, it could start with electrical appliances, it could start with multiple annotations, it could start with scheduling or scheduling the tags and different types of useful elements that are being utilized. So when you insert multi-view block in a reference in your drawing, you are prompted to specify the insertion point of the block. Depending upon how the multi-view blocks are defined, you may be prompted to specify the angle or scale value for your entire blocks that have been utilized. Now let me take you to the advantages of utilizing the multi-view blocks. Multi-view blocks are essential to create different 2D views of a 3D object. Each view are designed to create or display appropriate in various drawing contexts. For example, a view of a block in a kitchen sink might show the top view of the sink, plain view of the sink, and also the front elevation in the elevation view. There are multiple advantages by utilizing the multi-view blocks. Starting with the accurate representation, there are different accurate representations to ensure true size, shape of the objects are represented in each view. Unlike there you give a pictorial drawing which cannot be distorted in the dimensions. Clarity in your drawing, the you can use your 2D representation in drawing views, example plan elevation sections. Multi-view blocks improve the clarity and readability of a design who is working on the drawings. It improves the efficiency of the workflows in the CAD drawing. They allow users to switch between different views of the same objects without needing to recreate it, and saving the time and also the effort that has been spent on the drawing. The 3D visualization, they enable the display of 3D object in 2D drawing, allowing the user for a better visualization of the design. Flexibility, they can be used as cut bodies, walls, slabs, and curtain walls, enabling the precise subtraction and addition of the geometries. Customization, the users can define different sets of views for differently display representation. Example, it could be plain view versus reflecting ceiling views. The template creation, multi-view blocks can be saved as a template, ensuring the consistency across multiple drawings. So this gives a major advantage where most of our designers are spending time on utilizing not only one block. Instead, one block could be utilized in a different set of drawings that could save lots of time spent on the rework or improving the efficiency of the designers. Next is the components of multi-view blocks. There are different types of key components that are being utilized in the multi-view blocks, such as 2D view blocks. These blocks are representation or seen from the top or bottom or front, back, left, or any view we are utilizing it of. So it could be typically used for the elevations and also the plan views for a designer who is spending their time on the project. 3D view of a block, they represent the object in a 3D view, such as the isometric or the perspective view. They can be utilized to show the object from any angle. Display representation, they define which view is being defined in a different view directions. For example, you can define one set of view for a plan view and another for a 3D view. Block definition, each multi-view block is based on the definition that specifies the display representation, and the view is available within each representation. So whenever we define any blocks, or whenever we utilize multi-view blocks for our multiple design overview, or representing them to work on resolving or multiple project, yes, we can work on these key components will definitely help us to improve our efficiency by utilizing multi-view blocks. So the benefits of multi-view blocks, as I said, there are different enhancements, starting with the visualization, with in your visualization, increasing the efficiency on visualization and designing. So different views in different directions, that helps us on displaying the representation of the object in viewing angle. Flexibility in display, you can define different display settings for each view representation, allowing tailored visuals in different contexts like plan, elevation, and reflected ceiling plans. Improved design communication, by using multi-view blocks, designers can easily convey the appearance of the object from various perspectives. This could be an better communication and collaboration within the team that could improve the visualization and display of the uh, design that has been created. Next, in terms of increasing the efficiency and productivity, it reduces the workload. Instead of creating multiple separate blocks for different views or multi-view blocks in a streamline, by processing the consolidated of all views in one block, that is an added advantage. Simplified workflow, the users can insert, rotate, scale, move, or copy multi-view blocks in more efficient than manipulating individual geometries. It gives a faster visualization, display the appropriate views automatically based on the drawing orientation, eliminates the need for manual sections, and much more added benefits are being involved here. It also improves the data management, which involves centralized data. Multi-view blocks could be utilized in various information within angle of a block, making it easier to manage and update the block representation. Reduce the file size. By using a single block for multi-views, the overall file size could be reduced comparing to work on a separate blocks for each views. Consistent design multi-view blocks ensures the consistency in appropriate of identical blocks throughout the design, enhancing the most importantly, enhancing the design flexibility. The versatile representation which helps on multi-view blocks of various types of objects, from simple symbols to complex 3D models. It also helps you on adaptability, that can be adopted in different designs requirements and also with the different styles.
In AutoCAD architecture, room quantities are crucial for accurate cost estimation, material ordering, and space planning. They enable efficient design workflows by automatically calculating areas, volumes, and relevant data for each room, streamlining the design process and minimizing manual error.
Key importance of utilizing the room quantities. So we are very much aware the room quantities in AutoCAD architectural toolset that gives you an accurate cost estimation by clicking uh, the area and the volume of room. AutoCAD architectural toolset can give you an accurate cost estimate on the quantity of a material needed, such as flooring, paint, or wall covering. This leads to more precise cost estimation for the entire project. Cost efficient material ordering. With a precise room quantity calculation, designers can now accurately determine the amount of materials required for each room. Space planning optimization. The room quantity includes area and perimeter, are essential for optimizing the space planning. By analyzing these perimeters, designers can ensure the rooms are appropriate and sized and efficiently laid out within the overall building plan. Streamlining the design process, AutoCAD architecture automates the calculation of room quantities, eliminating the need for manual calculation and reducing the potential of human error. Improved collaboration and communication. The room quantities can easily be shared with other stakeholders such as contractors and clients, improving the communication and collaboration throughout the project lifecycle. Compliance and the with the standards, room quantities can be configured and comply with specific industry standards such as VOB, ensuring the design and that adheres to the regular requirements. So on the improvement on how to utilize the room quantities, it is also most be required that it it could create room object. AutoCAD architectural uses room object to represent spaces in the drawing, and these objects stored in various properties includes areas, perimeters, and volumes. Room quantity, it calculates the room quantity that allows the users to specify the calculation settings indicated with the design desired units and following the standard. Material application, room quantity can be used to apply the override material on calculating phases, allowing for more detailing material takeoff and cost estimation. Graphic displays, room quantities can be displayed with graphically in drawing, making it easier visualization and understanding the data. Reporting, in terms of extracting the report, it could be extracted in various formats such as Excel or even other formats for analyzing and the reporting process. Room book is generally based on the programs that calculates the surfaces of the materials of walls, ceilings, as per the perimeters, and also the furniture objects on each space basis. So different country specific standards are calculating different room quantities are being included. International standards that are being calculated are also part of this process of calculating the room book. So room book uses the algorithm to detect the calculations based on that goes beyond the base application of AutoCAD Architectural 2026 version tool that calculates calculates based on various standards. Image, you stand in a room and you want to find how much plaster you are utilizing and you need for an interior to finish this room, and the room quantity that calculates the uh, exactly those visible surfaces, and joining or overlap of the walls, floor, ceilings, columns, and so on, correctly recognized and calculated. Opening of the walls, floors, and automatically detect that helps on adjusting the surfaces and the material that have been represented based on the room perimeters, and most importantly it also calculates the furniture objects that are being utilized inside the rooms for your better designing purposes. And how it actually works, it allows users to automatically determine various measures such as areas, perimeters, material quantity, and much more. For room quantities to be defined and on drawing, these calculations are based on spatial definition of rooms, spaces that can be customized based on the specific needs and standards. So defining these spaces, rooms are defined using spaces or objects in AutoCAD Architectural Toolset. These spaces can be created manually or generated automatically based on the existing geometries. You can also define boundaries of a space using walls, lines, or other objects. And AutoCAD Architectural Toolset can automatically calculate the area and perimeter for your references. Calculating the room quantity, and the tool within AutoCAD Architectural Toolset is used for calculating the rooms, and you can specify which rooms and zones to be included in the calculation and customize the calculation setting based on the standards that are being utilized. The the software makes the calculations for various objects such as wall surfaces, floor surfaces, ceiling surfaces, room perimeters, and furniture objects. Viewing and editing the results, calculating the room quantities based on which the dialog box displayed. You can always have the quantities of the rooms identified by the numbers and also by the names. The results can be viewed and edited along with the feature of adjustment or the corrections that have been created. It also helps you to create the quantity IDs and assigning each object, allowing a unique identification and tracking for your references. Exporting the results, calculated room quantities can be exported in various file formats such as Excel, DWF, CSV, and scheduled tables.
And that wraps up our tutorial on AutoCAD Architecture Toolset. I hope this session gave you a clear understanding on how to leverage the toolset to boost your productivity and precise in architectural drafting. If you have any questions or need a demo, please email us at autodesksupport@techdata.com. Thanks for watching and see you in our next video.